danger to American security.
Look, we're at an inflection point in world history. We really are. The decisions we make in the last 3-4 years and the next 3 or 4 years are going to determine what the next 6 decades look like.
Biden cited the 2021 attack on the Capitol and said he's not confident there would be a peaceful transfer of power if Kamala Harris defeats Trump in November. Trump warned in March that if he lost the election, it would be a bloodbath for the U.S. auto industry and country, comments Biden and Democrats have claimed were inciting political violence.
Vice President Harris says only one debate between her and former President Trump has been agreed upon. While the September 10th debate in Philadelphia on ABC was announced last week, Trump posted on Truth Social there will also be one debate prior to and one debate after the announced debate. According to Trump, the first debate will take place in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and the last one in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
This is a very special day. The breeze took the clouds all away. It swept the sky like a broom and got ready for a very special day. This is a very special time. Show me a hill I can climb. Give me a mountain to move, and I'll prove that it's a very special day. I woke up early this morning with gloom on my head. Had a big feeling to climb back in bed. Then I looked in the mirror, and somebody said, wake up, wake up. It's time for you to lose the blues, and this is a very special treat. Tell it to everyone you meet that life is all for living and love is all for giving. So this is a very special day. Tell it to everyone along the way that this is a very special day. Up early this morning with gloom on my head. Had a big feeling to climb back in bed. Then I looked in the mirror and somebody said, wake up, wake up. It's time for you to lose the blues, and this is a very special treat. Tell it to everyone you meet that life is all for living and love is all for giving. So this is a very special day. Tell it to everyone along the way that this is a very special day.
Very special day it is. It is a Monday, and actually doing a little bit of a switcheroo here. Why not? It's Monday. I do have my co-host this morning, Americans for Prosperity, Angel Purlee. Now, see, usually you're my Tuesday gal.
I know.
So you know what?
Monday.
I know,
right.
my Monday girl, and
That's
I'm gonna
right.
think about today all day long. Will be Tuesday, I'm sure, in my head.
Well, okay. So I don't know, because it feels
How
like
do we
a Monday.
think? Yeah.
So let's
analyze this so much
I think that Monday itself is going to remind me that it's Monday. I think it's going to do a fabulous job of that.
Okay.
We just got into the swing of school. Now we're going to have to get into the transition of doing Mondays.
I know.
There's a lot going on right now.
This is a full week. Okay, I'm going to make you really, I love to put people in a panic. It's a full week. You have to do this for the whole week. This is the start of the
I know it.
You know what they say to do? Okay, this is what they say to do. I don't know, and I'm not saying, but I have tried it, and it did work for a little while. But you take, the hanging thing for shoes, and you hang it over your door, and then you put their clothes for 5 days a week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So all they have to do is get up and get their clothes from the little shoe area there. And
okay, I'm gonna do you one better.
Okay. Ooh. What are we doing? Just have them dress, sleep in the clothes, and
Yeah, right. These are your pajamas and your school clothes today. No, they make a 5-drawer, like a plastic drawer set.
Oh.
And you label Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday on there.
Well, look at that.
And you just have them open the drawer, because I don't know who can reach the door, the shoe thing over the door.
Well, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you just do a little plastic thing. Now, so it has crossed my mind.
Okay.
It has crossed my mind. That entails...
Mindy Gunn's here. Yay, Dr. Mindy Gunn's in the house. Good morning.
You have to look at the weather. Oh, we are white shorting it up today.
Yeah, look at you. I didn't get the memo, guys.
Sure.
I'm totally...
We called each other.
Okay.
We did.
All right.
We did.
We're talking about trying to get kids ready for school and ways to do it. So we're talking about a 5-drawer little dresser.
Like a little plastic little drawer.
Yeah.
You label Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then the kid just opens up the drawer and gets Monday's clothes. I mean, eventually, if they can't read yet, they'll know, it's just one after the other.
Yeah. follow the line down. But I think, too, with that, it gives them a sense of independence. And they're kind of doing it themselves, right?
Right. But you also have to check the weather for the week. That's my only thing. Is, if you put it in there, nobody knows. The weather could change the day before.
True.
Right? So, I don't know.
You just gotta have a little light jacket.
Oh, and here's a light jacket on top.
Hooks next to it, just in case.
Look at that. IKEA.
That's right.
Does IKEA sell jackets?
I've never been there.
No, they sell hooks and
Mindy loves the hooks. If anybody has furniture that needs to be put together from IKEA, Mindy loves that. Okay, call Dr. Mindy Gunn. She loves to put stuff together.
Call the doctor.
Do you remember? No, the doctor in. No, no. She made. Remember that you made like 2 or 3 trips to go get stuff.
I did, and then
No,
I
she's
put it together wrong.
A beast on that.
I did get it though.
Yeah, she did get it. Oh, our sponsor.
Speaking of Dr. Mindy Gunn, that just triggered. Let's thank our sponsors: Meadowview Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Hoosier Uplands, Americans for Prosperity, Mama Rose's, Fox Purlee Wealth Management, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Dr. Mindy Gunn, and McAllister Land Consulting.
Yay! Thank you to our great sponsors. Going back real quick to the clothing thing. The thing that, ideally as adults, okay, everybody's different. My personality, though, if I tried to lay out even the night before, what I'm going to wear, I never know until that moment what mood I'm in. Are you that way?
Yes, very much so.
Can you lay your clothes out like the?
No, I cannot do that. I have to the moment has to strike me, and I might have an idea though.
Yeah, some ideas or a couple ideas.
Yeah, I might have a couple ideas.
But it's not gonna happen until that moment. What about you?
I go back and forth. So I've learned that. So if I lay it the night up before, I am a lot less stressed of the morning. But I've learned that if I don't lay it out, I actually dress better in a rush. I'm like, man, this outfit's really cute. Why could I not put this together last night?
Because you're overthinking.
I know. In a rush, I'm like, I can put this. I can put it together a heck of a lot easier in the morning.
Well,
so
I love wearing scrubs because I don't have to think about it.
That's the best. Are they not the?
It's the best. And then, then on the weekends when I want to create an outfit, I'm not so. If I had to do that every day, I would. I could never go back. I can't go back.
I am who I am.
I cannot go back.
It is what it is.
I think the hours that you've had to put in, when you're burning those late night, and trying to, to get to be a doctor, the thing that would keep me going is to know that there'd be scrubs in my future.
Right.
I mean, if I ever thought, I'm Israeli, I just can't do this, I'm ready to drop out. In my visual, and if I saw scrubs would be in my future.
Why did you become a doctor? Because I get to wear scrubs.
I get to wear scrubs.
No, really, when you think about the wardrobe, that right there.
I know, it's nice.
That's, and they've got so many cute scrubs.
Her white coat.
No, I know.
I don't wear the white coat anymore.
You don't wear the white coat?
I don't.
So
you know that you're just like,
maybe that's over. But the scrubs, Yeah. And they're so comfortable.
They're comfy.
You know,
for
they're
sure.
just.
Well, I don't have to think about it in the morning. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I don't have to think about what I'm going to wear.
Yeah.
And on the weekends, and then it's fun. You know what I mean? Like picking out an outfit is kind of fun, but I don't. It's kind of.
When you don't wear the everyday clothing.
Right. Right. It makes it a
Like
little
us,
more fun.
the common folks, the
common
yeah,
the common folks that are dressing every day normally, regularly.
But I think it's kind of analogous to your point about the clothes for the kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't have to. It kind of takes stress off.
Right. Well, anything.
So, okay, if you
Be
can't
straight.
figure out your clothes, just become a doctor.
That's
I mean,
right.
that's what we've come
There you
to.
go. That's
I
the
think-
bottom line.
I mean, like, if we've
Or a
learned
nurse.
anything today,
Become a healthcare
yeah.
professional.
If I
Yes,
ever
go
give a
in the
speech,
medical field,
yeah, if I ever give a
okay,
speech
and
about
just-
career opportunities, I'm just doctor.
Right,
I mean, right
that's
there,
right,
your
that's
wardrobe is set. You know what I
Doctor,
mean?
nurse.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody, I mean, any medical,
Yeah.
I mean,
There you go.
Those cute little
Scrubs.
scrubs.
medical affiliated.
I mean, you
here
know,
we
they
go.
have like Halloween scrubs. They have fall scrubs. They have pumpkin scrubs. I mean, some of the cutest.
Now you're getting in your fall mode, Becky.
I know, no, I mean, but they have coming up.
August is still
Yes,
here.
I know. Watch out, watch out. They have palm trees. They
Now,
have.
do you do that? Do you go all out with themes and stuff, or do you just
No,
keep it?
we're
solid?
pretty third days when we can wear a different top. But Isosits wants to be. We're very professional about scrubs. So you
I
I was
wear.
gonna say, they
Yeah.
are doing that. I'm seeing that
Right.
more and more.
Right. So we don't vary it unless it's like for 4th of July, you know, you can wear like usually on a Friday, wear a patriotic scrub or top, but the pants are always the same. And of course they're black for Dr. Black's Eye Associates.
Very appropriate.
Right, very appropriate.
Oh, I can see what you're saying.
Right.
Yeah.
And then like during the tournament in March Madness, you know, you can wear your,
Team.
in my case, IU or Vermont if IU's
That's
making
right.
me upset.
Yeah.
Then I wear my Vermont Catamount one. That's
Oh,
my.
gee,
That's
that
my,
never happened.
that's-
As a fellow IU fan, what? IU
Yeah.
never makes us upset.
Yeah. I know
Never
we're not supposed to
halfway
talk
through,
fall, but those
especially.
IU tickets are coming in, Mindy. Okay, for
All
football.
right,
Yeah.
good,
So
okay,
yeah.
all right.
So I know I got to tread lightly on the fall. I know we're trying
Okay.
to hold on the summer, but so if I was out and I find a fun scrub, I can get it for you, and you could wear it like on the third day, or you said maybe Friday or something.
No, it's just the seasons.
Oh.
The various
So, like,
seasons.
4th
And
of
then
July,
actually,
she could-
I can't even do that. It has to be from a specific company.
Oh, okay.
You're
And
not
there
worthy.
are-
Okay,
there-
that's what she's
and there-
saying.
no, they're not.
Don't you go try to buy me something
Yeah,
better.
no,
why
no,
you-
because
no.
it's
But I
very
see them and I
specific.
want to. You know.
It's very
you know,
specific.
Uh,
And there's a reason for that. I mean, it's
I
a little
know,
OCD,
I know,
but
they-
the whole idea is
professional,
to
I
be
get it.
so
Oh no,
that
I like
way-
uniformed.
Yeah,
I
it's
get
very-
it. I get
Yeah.
that. I get that. But there's some just really fun ones out there.
There are some fun
Yeah.
ones, and we have some choices of some fun ones. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
we can't wear those every day. No,
Yeah.
only
All right.
on.
I'll refrain.
Well,
from
we
that.
will
days.
look at the fun and ones you're not supposed to wear and think of you.
Okay, yes.
I do have to look at them. No, I go through them and look at them. Remember, I wanted to be a nurse years ago, many
Yes.
years ago. So I do have to look at those. I do.
Right.
I mean,
They're cute.
there's
and comfy.
nobody, but everybody that like medically, like you said, they like are more the structured that
Yes.
they're not. Yeah, the fun ones are just not.
And I don't know how. I mean, I don't know how many companies do that. It's just. I
Yeah.
mean, I like it because that way it kind of keeps people from wearing.
Uniformed and
It keeps
everybody
it very
knows.
uniform. Yes,
Right, right.
yeah,
So if I walk
professional.
in there, you know that she's not supposed to be here. She's not.
Now,
she's
I
not
will
an
say-
employee.
So
She's an
the
outsider.
one day that I sort of go off the reservation, I hope nobody from my associates is listening, but is Derby week. I wear my
You
horse
better-
racing
you go,
shirts. I wear
girl.
my horse racing shirts every
You
day.
go.
If somebody says something to you, they're
You're
gonna
a
have to say
rebel.
it.
That's right.
HR's gonna have to say something to me for me not to do that. But all that week, and I take that Friday off, you know, for Oaks. But Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I've got a horse racing shirt on right now.
I know. I'm looking at
I love that.
each year you take a point. If that gets me
I
a
do,
point
that's
here at
right,
work,
that's
I'll take
right.
it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
3 days.
There you go.
I
That's
wear
right.
it all week. I got the fever.
Oh,
that
I know.
week.
I know. I
You
know.
Well, I got
I
the
know.
fever right now.
What is
Right.
it?
September's coming up.
Yes, I
Can't
know.
take the derby out of the girl.
No, I know,
just
I
can't.
know, for sure. All right, real quick, let's see what today is. Well, let's see, we just ended, the Olympics ended. Did anybody watch Tom Cruise coming down?
I didn't.
That was-
but
I did
watched,
not,
I watched
yeah.
some of it. I watched some of the women's basketball, men's basketball, and soccer.
I caught a glimpse of the breakdance.
Oh, did you?
Did you hear the one that like could not
you-
even do and didn't even get any points?
Have you not seen this everywhere?
No, I'm not on the face page, so I don't know.
Very, very smart.
That's why she's a doctor.
Yeah, and that's why she has a PhD in the room. So Google the breakdance from Australia.
Okay.
It is
Didn't get any points?
No, not. No.
It's a thing.
They said it was
Okay.
almost like you did a bunny hop. I have.
The kangaroo hop, because she's from Australia, is what the kangaroo hop.
Wait.
And okay, so you need to Google that,
Okay.
and then you need to watch USA and watch the other
Okay.
contenders, and just I mean, I don't know how far to go with this, because like there's just it's a whole thing.
It's a thing.
It's
Okay.
a whole thing, and if you've not watched the breakdancer from Australia, do yourself a favor and
Okay.
It will be
I'm doing
entertaining
Yeah.
today.
I'm
Yes,
doing it.
definitely.
and then watch her. Either do one or the other. It didn't matter which order. Watch her, then watch one of her contenders. Team USA did awesome. They did great. I don't know if they placed. I got caught up in that moment. So that's.
I'm gonna Google it today.
You're gonna. It will be something entertaining.
It'll be something
Yeah.
you will pass
Yeah.
along and be like, hey, you have to watch this.
I think
Okay.
we might want to try those moves out on the dance floor. You know what I mean?
I think she was like,
hey everyone, the kangaroo.
yeah, the kangaroo hop. She was like crawling on the floor. I mean, it was.
Get up from the floor now.
It was
Somebody.
So, okay.
I'm looking for my contact lens.
So this is what I thought was really funny. Okay, so she does this. Okay, so all this news is breaking, which the USA, which Indiana has done. They said what was it? The stat was Indiana.
We have moves.
No,
We have
no,
moves.
I'm talking. Okay, sorry, but trigger. Let's go. Pedal back to the Indiana or the Olympics as a whole. If Team Indiana were a separate nation, it would rank 12th in Olympic gold medal standings.
Hey.
Or Olympic medal standings, not gold. I'm sorry.
Wow.
It's gold.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
Is that
12.
the swimming or
Swimming, gymnastics was a huge
Yes.
one. So yeah, that's pretty cool for Indiana.
Right.
Because I think their office is in Indy, right? The U.S. Gymnastics.
Maybe so. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah,
They're
I would
based
say,
in
yeah.
Indianapolis,
That's-
I think.
Yeah.
That's
And then
pretty cool.
IU and swimming.
Oh,
Right,
look
yeah,
at that.
yeah,
Yeah.
synonymous.
Definitely. Right.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is really cool. So
Yeah.
it's funny. So now I'm going. Sorry, follow the dot, everybody. Follow the dot. So now I'm going back. So we're talking about the breakdancer from Australia, right? So Keith Urban goes on, mind you, from Australia, doesn't touch the breakdance. He just starts talking about how awesome the gymnastics were and everything. Did not touch the breakdance, and I thought, man, I would love to have heard his take on that from his country.
Well, before he went on, Nicole said, "Don't say a word, dear. Don't talk about it, dear."
Talk about Australia.
Yeah,
don't, mate.
Hey, mate, don't talk about it, okay? Stay away from that subject.
Sometimes my Australian can go a little British.
Oh, mine goes. Well, my Irish goes pirates. I don't know.
Mindy's like, what did I sign up for?
I know, Mindy. I know.
That's okay.
We have to lock the door to keep you in here. So another thing too. So this was cute. So I didn't see a lot of it, but these girls were playing volleyball, and there was a little bit of friction. There was a little bit of fighting going on, or a little bit of some smack talk or some kind of. I don't think they actually had contact, but just really looking like it. And so over the intercom, they imagine all the people. They started singing.
I don't know that song.
Imagine.
The Beatles. Yeah.
No.
John Lennon.
John Lennon.
Yeah.
Don't know.
But okay.
No.
I did not raise her well. Did I? How did I fail?
Imagine. That's
Oh,
Hey, I talked about
A
Keith
fair
Urban.
failure.
I mean, like.
Yeah. Well, that is good.
Imagine all people
Yeah. They started playing that. So
living their life in peace.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
Woohoo. You may say I'm a
Yeah,
dreamer. So
right.
anyway, so the crowd was cracking up at that.
Right.
And this is funny. I love it how in the music. So then yesterday we went to the Colts game. They didn't win, but it's all right. You know how that happens. But anyway, it was
So
a good.
excited that football season has.
Good game. It was a good game.
off,
It
yeah.
was so much fun. A lot of energy. Great time. Great turnout too. And it's a preseason game, so
Right.
So anyway, so they had made a. They didn't think one of the plays were right, so they were looking at it to see, if it was the way that the refs, the officials called it. So they did
reviewing
Phil
it.
Collins. There must be some misunderstanding.
Right.
There must be some kind of mistake.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
it was so cute. But anyway, it went actually in the Colts' favor. So it was good that they did challenge
it.
that. Yeah, they challenged it, so that worked out good. So that was fun. Great, and ready for that. Got more tickets we'll be giving away. Exciting time. Let's do real quick, ladies, let's jump in and talk about the Reds got a win yesterday, which haven't been in a while. They've been on kind of on a
They were due.
for a win, so very excited about that. Awesome. We're on to the 12th day of August. Today is Baseball Fans Day. So see, baseball's still going
wow.
strong
There we
all
go.
of the summer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool,
Yes.
cool.
And we're Reds fans here. This is International Youth Day. Yay for youth. And speaking of youth, the high school at Salem High School actually are taking an e-learning day today due to some no electricity in the building. So, all right. National Fries Day. I love fries.
Oh, who doesn't love fries?
Now, Mindy, you like with the cheese and all that? Or do you-
Oh, yeah, never met a fry I didn't like, but I try
I-
not to eat them. But
Hey.
There we go. Look at
That's-
that.
Yeah, that's what my grandpa used to say about me all the time. Yeah, he did. I am a. It's funny because that's about the only thing I would eat growing up. So it's funny because
Really?
now, yeah, I
it's very
love
difficult.
French fries. I do. French fries my jam. So it's funny because now, like, I have like nieces and nephews, and my sisters say, "Oh, well, Angel, she survived on French fries, so I know that you're capable of surviving at least."
Yeah.
So
you
yeah.
gotta eat more than that.
I know. Yeah.
I'm my palate has expanded.
Oh
since
yeah,
then.
she's not the same.
Yeah, I am not the
yeah.
same.
Yeah, they do grow up and figure it out that
Yeah,
there's more
I mean,
than fries.
I do. It's amazing. I do a lot better now.
Good.
There's more than fries in
But
this
yeah,
world.
French fries were my jam growing up. I mean, they still are, but
National Sewing Machine Day.
I cannot.
Nope.
Nope. Truck Driver Day.
I love people that can sew them.
Oh,
Love people
and they
that
do
can
a
sew.
great job.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I did a little bit of sewing years ago in 4-H, but that.
I think
yeah.
it's one of those. It's a talent that is not. It's not as you don't see it as often.
I know.
And bring sewing back.
I agree. Truck Driver Day, and I've been on the road a lot, and I tell you what, you kind of become one with truck drivers.
Yes. Yes.
Good
for the truck. I mean, they
kick
keep
it.
us-
They do.
They keep food on the shelves.
They
so
sure
that's-
do.
Yeah, I have a friend actually who she's a truck driver, and it's funny. And it's funny because she's like, "Yep, I just wake up and I do the same 5-6 hour route every day," and I'm like, "Wow." She's like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, it's no big deal."
There you go.
She's like, "I go
Love
do
that.
it." I
Some of
come
them
back
are
and
really
back.
nice. If you see inside the trucks, it's.
I love the ones that when the little kids are trying to get them to honk, they just honk away. I love that.
Oh, it's so cute. Yeah.
Yep. And then, or if you got the tinted windows, that's when the kids are like, "They're not doing it." I'm like, "Because I can't see you."
They're ignoring you. Victory Day. I love that.
Victory Day.
I
We
love
are
that.
very competitive in this household.
Yes.
There you go.
We love a victory.
Vinyl Record Day. Should be every day. Love vinyl records. Love
Yes.
them, obviously.
What's
Yes.
a vinyl? I'm just kidding.
Stop.
I'm
Don't
kidding.
even. Don't even. World Elephant Day. And I got a chance at Disney to take at Animal Kingdom to take the behind the scene and saw some of the coolest elephants and baby elephants and a lot of fun. So hats off. I
What
love
country?
elephants.
There's somewhere you can go where you can wash an elephant.
We've had there's some missionaries that have gone
I think
and done
that'd
it.
be
yeah.
so cool.
Yeah, it is.
Although
I think it can
don't
be a
want it
little
to,
dangerous.
do its thing
Yeah.
on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I had one at a circus come up, and he blew out on me. Literally, I had just all over
Ew,
me.
no.
No, they said that
we
was a
all
compliment. They said, I know, but they
That's
said it was a compliment. Yeah, remember
I
that?
remember
Yeah.
that. Yeah, it stained my shirt.
It was like it was a
disgusting.
stinky. I don't know what.
It was the
Wow.
front
It
or
was
the
a
back
mixture.
End. You think it was the front end? I always thought it was the back
No,
end.
it was from the. It was from the trunk.
snout.
Yeah, it's not.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. They said it was
That's
a
a
huge.
compliment.
They said it was a huge compliment. I don't know.
I didn't feel like it was a
No,
compliment.
we were not feeling that, but yeah, that was.
Well, I think didn't we?
I got to ride him.
I
They
thought we
had
already
me ride
bought
him in a
souvenirs
circus.
too. It
Yeah.
had got on the souvenir. It just
Yeah, it was. It was kind of the smell.
Yeah.
There was a little bit of a.
yeah. There
stench.
was a stink.
Stink, stank, stank.
Yeah, there was a something there. But it got like the whole, like it was just
Yeah,
like
it
the
was.
whole
Yeah,
group right
our
there.
group. Yeah.
So that elephant really liked you, probably trying to give you some scent there or something.
Well, I don't remember if that was the one if I rode.
Mark
I
the
did ride one,
territory.
and then I don't know. You know what I mean? Hey, or maybe I upset him. I don't know. They're not really comfortable to ride. They have a little bit like pokey hairs, little hair. You know what I mean, on their backs. They're kind of
I
sharp.
don't know if I've ever rode.
Ridden. I don't know.
I don't know. Right? I don't know if I've ever have. Because you said I don't know. I don't know. Anyways,
I've been on the back of a elephant.
I do not know if I have been on one.
Well, there's
If
still
I
time.
do-
Yeah, there's
Oh
still
no,
time.
I'm not opposed to it. Although I don't want it spitting anything out at me.
No, they won't do
again.
that. That's the front part.
Listen, I got a kid that's got a weak stomach for stuff like that. We can't be doing that.
Oh, can you imagine?
I
Yeah,
cannot.
that
Like-
would be. Yeah.
Listen, the circus will.
Yeah.
This is just another act. This is part of it. Just go along.
Now the clowns.
That's right.
Cue the clowns. That's
Cue
us.
the clouds.
All right. So, speaking of riding, okay. So, what are we talking about? Okay. So, Mindy.
What are we talking about?
Mindy, we're talking about what's going on. We're coming we're August, and you're jumping us into September to what's coming up.
Third Saturday in September will be the first Derby prep race.
Woo!
The Iroquois at Churchill Downs.
Oh, that's exciting.
That's exciting.
Yeah. So,
So
have
let's
you already
start.
got like some of the ideas of the?
Oh yes.
Look at
I
you.
Do you do Downs After Dark?
I occasionally yeah, if I can get down there.
On a Saturday night. I'm bored.
If I can get down there,
Let's just
yeah.
go to
Now,
track.
none of them are what we're talking about, though, right? We're talking, or do some of them practice during that, or are they? in
Yeah,
that?
there'll be 2-year-olds at,
Down
and there could be a 2-year-old race in the evening. I don't know. You know, I haven't looked at the card that far out. Well, the card's probably not out this far out.
So where are we at? Tell us a little about the ones that are.
So yeah, I'm on a filly, and I will bet on her to my detriment. Although I've got a little wiggle room with her. So I was at opening day Saratoga this year, and the Schuylerville is their 2-year-old, one of their 2-year-old races on opening day, and the Queen's MG is her name, and she went off at 44-1. I cashed a pretty nice tick on her.
Good for you.
Yeah, I cashed a pretty nice tick, and then she came back and ran really well. So she's probably going to be she's kind of at the top of the 2-year-olds right now.
Queen's
Phillies.
MG. What's
the Queen's
MG? You know,
Mindy Gunn. So
Look
there
at you.
is nothing like.
That's
So,
hilarious.
I'm surprised you didn't try to buy her. I need to buy her. I'm surprised she's coming home. Oh, you're coming home.
oh
with
yeah,
me.
nobody's buying her. Nobody
She
can
is
touch her
literally
now.
named.
You're
like,
coming
she's literally
home with me.
named Queen Mindy Gunn.
Yeah, I
That's
think
right,
she is
that's right.
yours.
She's
Yeah.
literally named that. I think
Yeah.
she's
She's
my
named
horse.
after
Put some
me.
carrots in your pocket. She will follow
That's
you
right.
home. Sugar cubes.
So there is nothing like being on the apron at Saratoga, have a winning ticket in your hand, and watching your horse cross the finish line, first at 44-1 and jumping up and down. One of the best moments I've ever had at the track.
That is
Perfect day.
fun.
What did you so why did you pick her? Was that because of the name? Or was it-
No, I picked her. She had a really nice. She broke her maiden at Keeneland. Really nice race. First time out, first time starter. And you kind of follow horses like that break their maiden first time out because you think, it's got some. When she came back, I think she went to Saratoga, then didn't perform well at all. And so, maybe the thought is maybe she didn't like Saratoga track or whatever. But she kind of ran back to her race. And at 44-1, I'm willing to take a shot, right? But I kind of went on the theory that maybe she would run back to that first race. And she did. So sometimes that angle doesn't work out. But somebody that breaks her maiden first time out, it's worth a shot at those odds. You know what I mean? So.
Well, what's the Saratoga track like? I mean, is it I don't remember it. Is it mud or is it grass? What's it like?
Well, they have turf and dirt, like
Okay.
Churchill. Yeah.
So,
In fact, it's older than Churchill. It's the oldest sports venue in the country. Churchill's second.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
you're saying break the main? Is that what you're saying? What are you saying when she
Break their maiden.
break their maiden?
Which means they've not
Okay.
won a race yet.
That was my next question.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was like, what does that mean?
Break their maiden. Yeah.
So
So, that
when
means
they-
they're 2 and they haven't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that because they just haven't competed that much, or is that because they just?
Well, it's because they start when they're 2.
Yeah.
So they haven't she hadn't ran a race yet. That was
Okay.
she won her first race she ever ran.
Well, giddy up.
Yeah, so first time starter, broke the maiden first time out. And you got to watch those horses because that means there's something in the tank, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes it'll take horses 2 and 3 times. Now that doesn't mean they're not going to be good
Right,
eventually. But
So because she hadn't ran, that's the reason why her odds were the way they were.
no, so she had run. So
Oh.
she had run that. So the Schuylerville would have been her 3rd or 4th race. So she won the first time she ran. Then she came back and didn't do quite so well. I think she came in 8th. And then I think ran the Schuylerville. So that was her 3rd race out. Yeah. So again, when a horse doesn't run well on a different track, you kind of think, well, maybe the horse doesn't like the track or something. But she did not run particularly well her second time out after breaking her maiden. So that's why her odds were so long. And then, you know, the speed figures sometimes, you know, handicappers look at that. Again, I go back to, hey, again, you know, when you break your maiden, especially at Keeneland, that's a tough track to handicap. And I want to say I won money on her that day too, the Keeneland. She was pretty long odds that day too.
I've been to Keeneland once.
But those are horses you want to watch for. Yeah.
Now, is she, well, and also you got to remember, they're getting the feel of it too. They're learning.
Yeah, they're learning.
Competitive. I mean,
Yeah,
you know,
they're
they're
learning.
learning that, hey, everybody's going around me. I'm going to.
And honestly,
in.
if you want to take some long odd horses, do it in a 2-year-old race because it's pretty. The favorites sometimes don't, you know, if a favorite's not going to fire, it's going to be in a 2-year-old race, you know. So it's kind of, I use that angle a lot. Either just watch and wait or take a little gainer on a long shot.
I'm going to go to the track with Mindy, I think.
No, Mindy's
Yeah.
the one. Mindy's the one. Well, and I'm, you know, did it surprise you a little bit that she's a filly?
No? Because fillies run every year. There's the filly
No, but I mean,
division.
I know, but I'm doing so well. I mean, you know.
No.
She's running against other fillies.
Yeah, she's
Oh,
running.
I thought. Oh, okay.
This is the filly division.
Yeah.
The 2-year-olds.
Oh.
The 2-year-olds run
I didn't
against.
catch that. Okay, I thought they mixed them. Okay.
No.
Okay, my bad. Okay.
No, the 2-year-old girls run against girls. The 2-year-old boys run against boys. Now, when they get we've got a special situation this year in the Travers, which is coming up. The mid-season Derby at Saratoga, which will be on the 24th. We do have a filly running in that race.
Okay,
And
well, there you go.
Torpedo Anna, the winner of the Oaks, has gone on to. That horse is just incredible superstar. So she's going to take on the boys. She'll probably do it.
And when is that?
It'll be the 24th of this month. Yeah. The Travers.
I'd
Travers.
love to watch that.
And
Well,
where's that at?
Saratoga Springs, New York.
Saratoga? Oh, okay.
I'm ready to go to that one. I want
Are
to see
you
her
going?
do it.
Better question.
I'm not
We
going
gotta
to
all
Travers
like
this
we need
year.
to go and we need to wear pink and support her.
Yes, and
Girls
actually,
supporting girls.
that's what Kenny McPeak said. He said that
girls
if you,
supporting girls.
he said wear pink if you're going to support Torpedo Anna. So
I'm going to. Yeah, I want
That's
to
on
go.
the 24th, you said?
24th, and you can watch it on Fox. It'll be on Big Fox in the evening.
But I want to
Yeah.
be there. I want to
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
that would be fun.
Yeah.
No, I because that's the thing. Like a lot of times, I mean, not to be too much easy. I'm trying to be easy on this, but like a lot of times the girls, like you know, the studs, you know,
Yeah.
really they're very powerful. you
Yeah,
know?
they're more. It is so. Yeah, it's
And for
a little
filly,
unusual.
It's a little, you know.
Is this the first time they're allowing a filly in this race?
Mm-mm.
No.
You can if you qualify, you can run any filly at any colt race.
Oh,
hmm
well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prove yourself. You got it.
And we have a filly in the Derby every now and again.
That's what
Yeah, we have a filly in the Derby
Yeah.
every now and again.
A lot of times I'll hear people say that I'll always go, battle
I
that
hope
filly.
she just shows them who's boss. up
I
there.
know.
She is something. That horse
Now,
is
are you
really something.
familiar with any of her contenders?
Yeah. So it's a lot of
Who's gonna be her
Derby
challenge?
horses.
Who will be her challenging?
So Fierceness will be in there. The Fierceness was the Derby favorite. Now he's a little bit of a, it depends on who shows up. Dornock, who won the Belmont.
Chasing Freedom.
No, Catching Freedom has
Catching
not.
Freedom.
Catching
I love
Freedom.
that she knew exactly what I was saying.
Catching Freedom has not
Has not
materialized.
caught it. Yeah. I
Yeah.
tell you what, I had high hopes for him.
I know.
Me.
I think he might be at Monmouth, or I think he ran at Ellis yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. I think he ran at Ellis and came in third, didn't even win. Or maybe he scratched. Anyway, yeah, I think he's at Ellis Park right now. So, yeah, he's really kind of gone.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Gone, literally. I don't know
I bet on him
happened.
one time and I swore I'd never do it again. So, yeah.
Well, I did it and then I did it again.
Yeah.
I mean, again, the moment PhD in the
sometimes they'll run back, you know what I mean? But, yeah. So, and Sierra Leone will be in there, in the mix there. Who else is going to be in the Travers? Torpedo Anna, Sierra Leone, Fierceness, Dornock. But some of those those old Derby horses from last year.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, 3-year-olds.
Well, I just wondered who was going to be like more of her, I guess, that would challenge her more.
Well, I mean, I guess Fierceness would be the logical choice. Sierra Leone and Dornock, those three probably will be.
Do they ever, and this might be a dumb question. I am not educated in this field whatsoever. Do they ever race for fun? Like, I mean, outside of the betting and all of that?
They don't race for fun, but sometimes they will take, like, if they get a little vacation, they'll go to the farm and just run around.
I didn't know if, like, owners would get together and be like, hey, you want to race the horses?
No.
No, there's so much money involved.
Yeah,
and
they don't want them to get hurt.
Yeah, and if one of them was to get injured, you're talking young horses. And I mean, it's crazy. Like your 2 and 3-year-olds.
Maybe not the mile stretch, but you know, hey, there's straightaway here. I don't know.
I think that'd be reckless. I think that would be.
It's very. Their workouts are very scheduled, and they do maintenance works, and then they'll actually do. What you call a breeze, which means they're not all out. And
hey,
they'll
I
actually
ran track and I had to race all the time. Nobody cared whether I was going to get hurt.
No, and then they've got like they get their own. You got to see the massage.
You're worth $1 million, but nobody paid $1 million for you. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
You're worth $1 million, but yeah.
I appreciate that. If nobody tells me anything else today, I'm worth $1 million.
Tell me something nice over here, Mindy.
You're also worth $1 million.
Yay! Yeah, me.
That doesn't mean that I have a life insurance policy for $1 million. Calm down.
I think they have their own personal, person that massages. I mean, they get a massage. I mean, you gotta see them. I mean, it's
well groomed.
They have grooms.
Well groomed. They're beautiful. They're absolutely gorgeous.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and their legs are as long. I mean, they're completely. It's a different form of a horse than. Than.
I'm so intrigued. I need to set a reminder on my calendar. I don't want to miss this race now.
Yeah, the 24th. It's going to be a good one. Yeah. It's going to be a really good one. We'll see what. Okay,
say that again. What's it called?
The Travers. Travers.
Travers, exactly. Like
but that was a good question actually for horse. If you want to learn more about horse racing, but when there are two, they never mix them. Only when they get three. I
never realized that. Okay.
Yeah, only when they get 3 and above. Okay. If the filly would qualify to run with the colts, then that's when that happens. But it doesn't happen very often. But it kind of gets fans excited,
sure,
and with the Derby when they're filly in the Derby.
Has a filly ever won in a colt race?
Yeah. So Winning Colors won the Derby as a filly.
Mm-hmm. It's very rare, but it has happened, yeah.
What's the other?
Oh, these are early races. Oh, no, it's just like the Derby, right?
Winning Colors would be the one that I could think of off the top of my head.
I keep thinking Secretariat. Did she? No.
No, Secretariat's a colt.
Oh, that's right, my bad.
Yeah, there's been a few. But it's people get excited.
I'm trying to think, which one was the one just a few years ago that won the Derby, won the Triple Crown?
It would be Justify.
Yeah. Now, that one made us some good money.
Yeah.
Yeah, we Justify we followed that one.
I cannot pick a Derby horse. I have no. I mean, it's like the worst.
I tell you, talk about Winning Colors, Genuine Risk, and Regret. There's only been 3.
What names are they?
Winning Colors, that was the one, the most recent one in '88. Genuine Risk was 1980, and Regret was 1915.
That's the reason why I don't know. Yeah. I'm like, I was like, I don't know.
It's not happened very often. Yeah. So my Derby bet will haunt me the rest of my life. So I had the top 3. and I bet him straight because I was feeling a little froggy, I guess. But if I had boxed him, that would have been a nice little score.
Yeah.
But I had the top. I had the try.
Okay, now let me ask you this. Did you have? Okay, hang on. Who was it that won? What was his name that actually won?
Mystic Dan.
Yeah. Okay, Mystic Dan. Okay, so he was not the favorite, right? As we discussed.
Right. Yes.
But because I did hear this, and again, didn't click, that they said he ran very well on the muddy, wet. Is that what made you switch, or why did you choose Mystic Dan? I heard all that, but I didn't switch it. I heard all that they were saying about him in a muddy, wet track.
So he ran nicely at Oaklawn. And Oaklawn's a pretty good circuit, coming into the Derby. So yeah, he won the Arkansas Derby on. It was muddy that day, if I remember, real muddy. And yeah, it seems like he was helped by that little bit of moisture that was in the track that day last year at the Derby.
Well, and they said that. The commentators, they were sitting there and they were saying that. He's not the favorite, but he does very well. And
right.
They're sitting there telling you all.
Well, and he got the ride of a lifetime too. I mean, that jock. Oh my goodness, he gave him the ride of a lifetime, which was great. I mean, it was good for everybody involved there. Kenny McPeak winning his first Derby, and Kenny McPeak had the Oaks and the Derby this year. That's who I met at Jack Fry's. That's I can say Kenny. I got to meet Kenny and his wife Sherry, so that was pretty cool.
Now, do you ever pick one because of the jockey?
Occasionally.
Want to have that extra bucks that.
But it's been a good week,
And the reason I say occasionally is because I don't. Sometimes the jockey. I think it's. Oh, I don't want to say it's rare. I think it's unusual that a jockey would. Like in a big race, because those jocks are the best, and those big races,
absolutely.
Big grade run races, so it's pretty much equal. Now, if you have Joel Rosario on the turf in, say, a sprint, and you can get 5-1 or better, I'm probably betting that horse all day long, because he's just a jock that has lovely timing. So sometimes, I guess.
And didn't we talk about this one time? The jockeys have to qualify too, don't they? Or is that how many races they win, or do they? I can't remember.
No, so they have agents, and so their agents kind of do deals with the owners and the trainers. And agents can only have 3 jockeys as the clients. So it's really a business transaction on the back end is how they. Yeah, they don't really have to qualify, but they have to. It's a business on that kind of back end.
Right. But I'm sure there's as a trainer, I'm sure you would look at certain jockeys that would be better for your horse.
Yes, and you can tell like Brad Cox uses Tyler Daffleone, and Chad Brown uses Flavian Pratt.
Well, you get used to them, and you kind of get to what
Right.
And you're training. I mean, when you're training your horse and how they ride. Yeah. Yeah.
So you will see, jocks having same mounts for certain trainers, for sure.
I'm trying to find
for sure.
When we met a jock, and now of course when I'm trying to tell you his name escapes me, and I'm sure as soon as I show you this photo, you're gonna be like, oh, I know exactly who that is. But
I'm really bad with names today. I can't remember. I've met some too, but I can't.
Well,
remember.
I was just sitting there thinking the jock that rode Mystic Dan.
It's Monday.
I know
it's Monday.
Yeah, it's gonna drive me crazy. Monday. I should know that.
So good to me.
Yes.
Every other day. Right. Yeah.
Brian Hernandez, thank you very much. All right, shoot.
There you go. Now you can sleep tonight.
Now I can sleep tonight.
So we have one on the 24th. That's this month. That's going to be, which is exciting. I'm very excited about that too.
And it's called the Midsummer Derby. So after the Triple Crown's over, they kind of consider it, and it's kind of considered the 4th jewel in the Triple Crown. You know what I mean? It's kind of it's the biggest race of the summer. Really.
And you said you have been to this one?
I haven't been to the Travers, no. I've been to Saratoga, but not to the Travers. Yeah.
Okay.
And you're not going to go when she's running?
No,
I
she's
think-
not. Well, yeah. No, I'm not. I'm
I
watching
think we
on
need
TV.
to do a road trip. I've been all about road trips. I have done road trips. I'm ready for a road trip on that.
Yeah, well,
Kind of on that road
I
trip
just
roll.
it doesn't work into my schedule this year, so yeah.
We'll have you back.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I can't find it. I don't know. Of course,
You have to
I
sleep
see
on
it
the
all
way,
time,
but
and
we'll
now I'm
get
actually
you back.
looking for it.
Right.
So then actually in September starts the
The third weekend in September is the Iroquois at Churchill, and that's really the first prep race.
and that's where they start getting their points.
They start getting points.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I-
Yeah.
Wow.
That's close.
Exciting. I know. It's crazy to think about that. I don't think people realize. I think people just think, that May is, oh, here we are.
Yeah, right.
They
yeah.
don't realize
no.
all that work that goes on, but
It actually starts in September the
Yeah.
year before.
Oh,
yeah.
that gives me hope, though.
Yes.
Because I'm not a winter person.
So you can watch preps all
Yeah,
winter. That's
That's
right.
exactly what I'll
Yeah,
do.
there you
Between
go.
that
So
and
you can watch
football,
prep races
I'm
all
on it.
winter.
That, football, basketball. Yeah, I've got things that try to...
FanDuel TV. You can watch them all.
So then
And
September's September's race, and then where do we go from there?
Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, there's a list on
Okay.
Churchill Downs
She's like,
website.
"Yeah."
Yeah, there's a
Good
bunch of
question,
them,
good
and there's
question,
also like a Japanese trail and a European trail.
Oh,
and
yes,
those horses. Well, that's how Forever Young, got here because he was the Japanese. He
Right.
qualified through the Japanese trail, Derby Trail. Yeah. So there's a bunch of them. If you
Right.
get on that, like I say, it'll say prep on their website. It says prep races, and it'll tell you where all they are and how many points they can accrue. But not all the European and Japanese runners come over, obviously,
Right.
But
Sure.
I'm really sad that I lost
But
this photo.
it's pretty exciting, as
Yeah.
you know.
No,
Beck.
it's very exciting,
Exciting.
and I think too, there's a lot that goes on as far as from for the travel. I mean, for those that have to travel and they get here early in
Yes.
spring and kind of get used to
Yes.
the track.
Yes.
And it's an exciting
And that's something else that happened. Mystic Dan, right after he won the Arkansas Derby, he came right to Churchill. So yeah, he had worked out since, when is that? I think it's the first weekend in April. So see, he had been at Churchill for a month or so before, but yeah. It's cool to follow. I mean, I spend way too much. As you said, I have this shirt on that says, "The things I do in my spare time: think about horse racing, handicap horse racing, watch horse racing."
but that helps out when it comes to the betting and the...
It does.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, look at
Oh,
her.
I
She's
think
smiling as
I
she
think
goes
it
through
does.
there.
It's your
Cha-ching,
second,
cha-ching.
it's
Yeah, it
your
does.
part-time job.
Well, you have
Sometimes.
don't you have like a little folder or like a book or something, like you write stuff? I thought you wrote stuff
I do.
down.
Yeah, I keep notes and.
Yeah, she's got notes on this.
Got
yeah.
notes.
I'm gonna call Mindy up. Hey, listen.
Yeah, you call me, text me.
I know.
I like this horse.
Yeah.
What
I
are you
like this
thinking?
horse. Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the 2-year-olds are kind of fun because you never know what's going to happen in those
Well,
races because
yeah.
they're babies. I mean, they really are too young, but that's another story for another day. But
Right. Yeah. They
Yeah.
are very young. Yeah.
But I think that there's a really good colt, a 2-year-old colt this year named Ferocious. We had Fierceness last year. We got Ferocious this year.
I just like the name.
But he is
Ferocious.
impressive. He is really
Is
impressive.
he living up to his name?
Yeah, he really is. I think
is
that's
ferocious.
probably the top colt right now for the
You
Derby.
heard it here, folks.
There you go.
Ferocious.
Heard it here
What's
first.
he look like?
Ferocious.
Queen MG
He's
is calling it.
I
I know. Hey, I'm probably gonna end up blowing all through my
Winnings.
blowing through my big win at Saratoga this year, betting on that horse, but now I can't not. Oh, and then, so this is funny too. So there's also a horse yesterday, which won money on him too. Carl Spackler is his name. If you're not familiar with the name Carl Spackler, that is the character name of Bill Murray in Caddyshack. Bill Murray's
Right,
character's
yes,
name is
yes,
Carl
yeah.
Spackler.
I kept thinking.
So there's a turf horse named Carl Spackler who, again, blew everybody out of the water yesterday. I was so happy for him. Won the 4-star Davis Saratoga. So, yeah, congratulations to Carl. I was excited. I actually was jumping up.
Carl.
I was jumping up and down in my living room so hard I hit my hand on my ceiling fan.
Oh
I
my
was jumping.
gosh.
I was jumping and screaming and carrying on. My neighbors were thinking, "What is she
Oh, it's a
Or they're like, oh, she won another horse race.
She
yeah.
won,
She
won.
won. Well, she'll
She
be buying
won.
pizza this week.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's hilarious. Carl
Spackler. He's so cool. He's a chestnut. He's got a white face. Oh, he's so cool. He's just cool.
I think you need a horse.
I do.
One.
I've got 3.
Oh, you do?
She
Okay.
doesn't promote her horse like she does the other
I
ones.
know,
though.
right? We're talking a lot about other horses.
I know. No.
Queen MG. I can't not call you Queen MG.
I know, Queen MG. I know, that's right.
At this point, you are Queen MG.
You are Queen MG. Yeah.
I'm Queen MG.
Hey,
Yeah.
all your workers. Hey, listen, I am Queen MG now.
That's Queen MG. That's right. I'm the Queen's
that.
MG.
Change your name.
Yes.
It's like Prince, you know.
I know, that's right. But yeah, I'm probably going to blow my winnings on that horse this year, but anyway.
Or you might not blow them.
I might not.
No,
I
might
might
be
not.
just the opposite.
I might not.
They might bring you some.
I'm kind of hoping she loses a race between now and the Oaks. That way I'll get better odds on her in the Oaks.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm sorry,
fair.
baby. I'm sorry, baby.
It's fair, but what are we in this for, okay? Come on, are we not supporters here?
I know, that's a terrible thing to say.
I know, yeah.
That's a terrible thing to say.
Lose, but she's willing to suffer, you know, with the
Little sacrifice
yeah,
there.
you're
Little
willing,
sacrifice.
You know, yes, yes.
Little sacrifice to make you some money there.
That's how you get a good odd on a Derby horse, you know.
I wonder, do they do that? Is that a thing that they would try to do?
They're not supposed to. Now, who knows what happens behind the scenes.
There you go.
But also right now they're trying to get their Derby points.
Right.
So they would not do that, and of course the more wins they get, the more
that's
points.
like a catch-22.
So
this
is a good example. So Dornoch, who won the Belmont, and did he win that? No, he did not win the Prix. He did not win the Prix. He won the Belmont, and he also won another Derby, one of the other lesser Derbies this year. But anyway. When he ran in that last race, the last prep race, which is at Keeneland, and they tried to what's called rate him, which means when they come out, they try to hold him back a little bit.
Oh.
And he did not like that at all. They had never tried to do that, but leading up to the Derby, they wanted to try it. Well, it didn't work. Well, I bet him that day.
Oh, that was nice of them to
I
do
know,
that.
right. So, but again, they already had the points to get in the gate, and they wanted to try something before the Derby. You know what I mean? So in that particular case, and I get it, you're trying something to see if you can do that, and I get it, but he did not like it. I mean, he wanted no part of it, you know, so.
So do you feel like he would have taken
it's hard to
the
know.
win? Was he close? I mean,
yeah, I think he got second or third, even doing that.
Oh,
wow,
man.
That horse just
As a
has
bettor, how do you feel
fight.
about that?
Well, I learned a lesson from Dornoch. I like Dornoch from the beginning. He got a terrible draw in the Derby. He was come out of 1, which is, you know, you got to go. But and he broke a step slow. He's already over. So that's you know, not good. But that horse likes to fight down the. You know, that horse got some heart to him. You know, and he's owned by a former baseball player, Jason Worth, I think. Who's got this long hair, wears these cowboy hats and stuff. He's a pretty cool character at the track too, you know.
That's
so,
fun.
but I kind of didn't bet him when I should have bet him. You know what I mean? Because he had some pretty good odds because he lost that race and he lost another one in there. So, and I bet a little bit on him in the Derby, but hole 1's hard to come out of. Gate 1. So anyway, but I learned a lot. But if a horse has fight, that's somebody you want to bet on.
Oh, definitely.
You know.
Yeah, sure. I would think so. Grit.
Got a big heart.
Gotta
Grit.
have that grit.
Gotta have some grit.
Grit.
Yeah, I don't know. I just which don't roll your eyes. Don't nothing. I really am a fan. I'm gonna say the name, Bob Baffert. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I figured that was gonna be a stab.
To each his own. To each her own.
I know. I'm sad that they extended his. You know, but I really like him.
He's in this year. He's back in. So.
What do you know? Does he got a horse yet? I don't know yet.
He's always got. So I don't follow the California circuit like I follow the east in the Midwest. He's
smart.
always got 2-year-olds. I mean, he'll have some.
Yeah.
So do you dial back if it's one of his, or
I don't.
You're not a fan?
I don't, because that has nothing to do with my
right.
handicapping, you know.
Well, and he is good. I mean, you know, he knows.
Well, Mindy's like, well, you know, to each their own.
Right, to each
Yeah,
own.
no,
But no,
yeah.
that has no, you know, it has no bearing on the statistics. How I feel about him versus looking at the numbers. Like, if I'm gonna bet it, I'm not gonna not bet his horses because, you know, you do so at your peril. I will say I kind of don't bet his horses at Oaklawn because it's either
Didn't he have Justify? Wouldn't Justify it? Yeah.
and American Pharoah. They either do really well or they come last. You know what I mean? It's just weird, the horses that he sends to Oaklawn. So I haven't figured that part out yet. But so I will shy away.
What's your catch here? What are you doing? Like
I'll shy away from his horses at Oaklawn sometimes. So that's my only. But it has nothing to do with me not liking him. And everything to do.
She said it. I don't like him.
Everything to do with just, you know,
And
if I can cash a ticket or not.
Obviously, I don't know him personally, right? I seem to, I like watching his horses. I do. And I'll be honest. I mean, I will put a bet on a Bob Baffert horse if it's in the Derby if he's got one.
Yeah, well, not a bad thing. He's won it a lot of times.
Yeah,
so
you gotta give him. I mean, huge.
That might be uneducated.
Well, I mean, that's not a bad thing. I mean, percentage-wise, I mean, you know, he's won a lot of derbies. So, yeah, I mean, I take that part out of it. I don't even pay attention to that.
What does Queen MG? What does Queen MG look like? What does she look like?
She's a chestnut. Yeah, she's brown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's cool.
Does she?
But she's, you know,
white like legs, but her feet. I mean, white.
You know, I think she's, to me, she looks like she carries good weight, and she looks like, I mean, she's a medium size. She's not small.
Mm-hmm.
She's not monstrous. Torpedo Anna is she's a big girl, you know. So it kind of makes sense she's running with the colts because she's a larger animal. Torpedo Anna.
Oh, Torpedo.
Torpedo.
Okay.
Torpedo Anna would be cool though, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
What's a torpedo? Is that a thing?
I don't know. It's they said something about the name and I can't remember where it came from.
Saying though torpedo. You know
Torpedo.
that. You know people
Torpedo
are gonna
Anna.
mess that up.
But she's a medium-sized colt and I think that's good. Or medium-sized filly, sorry. And we'll see if she can keep her weight on, but that's the main thing, you know.
A week and a half or so, or a little over a week and a half, almost 2 weeks. So that's pretty cool. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm so excited now.
Yeah.
I love the wearing the pink. Yeah.
I'll be.
I'm here just
wearing the
to
pink.
I'll put
Wearing
pink
the
on
pink.
any day. You don't have to tell me twice.
You're not a lady. You're nothing but a sister.
Because I'm a lady. That's why. Just watched that 2 days ago.
That's funny.
The rest of
That's
the
funny.
cast.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's exciting. So definitely your name dropping, and we like to hear that. We like to. So then
So to all the bettors out there, you're welcome.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
She's done all the research. She's done all the homework.
Mindy has done that homework.
But the thing moving forward, when we talk about this moving forward, remember I am totally biased against the Queen's MG.
There you go. Yeah.
Totally
Until
biased.
Queen's MG does some work and
If she
really
wins the
backs
Oaks,
you up.
I am going to go ballistic. I am going to
Watch
go
out, ceiling
crazy.
fan. Watch out,
Done.
ceiling fan.
She's tapping
I'm
out
gonna
with
tear
that.
that ceiling fan down.
I see it coming down. I see it.
We're gonna need evidence of this. You're gonna have to document this.
Yes, I think I'm gonna have to have people over to the house for Oaks and video.
Yeah, you are.
Definitely.
You
Or
are.
I'm gonna be crying if she loses too. That's gonna be the opposite
I know
reaction.
the hype. I know the hype.
I know.
I want her to win so bad. And
Well.
it's only August.
I know. It's all
I
right.
wanted to
They're
win so
starting now. They're getting ready to start, right? September.
Yeah.
You know
it's
she was
getting close.
named after you, so
I
come
know.
on.
I'm saying, like,
I
this
mean,
is your debut. This is the moment you have been waiting for.
Yes.
One moment.
I know.
I don't know who
Been
named her,
more
but they
than
sure
I
knew.
thought I could
I mean,
be.
this is you.
I need to do some research on that. That who named her and who owns her and all that. That stuff I don't know. I know Saffy Joseph Jr. trains her, so.
Well, whoever, if they tell you MG is not Mindy Gunn, they are wrong.
And they're wrong.
They're
You're wrong.
I
You're
think the
wrong,
thing,
wrong,
you know,
wrong.
when you're naming a racehorse, I think like a little catchy like that, you know, something fun, something, you know, a little different, you know.
Actually, though, if I actually owned a horse on my own, I would name it something terrible, like bland cereal or white bread or
You've
something.
said that.
Yeah, because people don't bet on those big days. People don't bet. If the name's too catchy,
mean
it'll get overbet.
White bread or what do you call it? Blind, or what do you call
Bland
it?
cereal
Bland
or
cereal.
bland cereal or urine test or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Urine test.
I think that will have some people.
I think
on
a lot of
that.
people they want the T-shirt. Yeah,
But you know what I mean? You want to go
I'll
for.
bet on urine test.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You want something.
What kind of
If I had a
results will come
horse,
back?
the name would be not good, because on those big race days when people don't follow the sport and they just bet, a lot of people bet on the name. So
yes, they do. Yeah.
so you don't want a catchy name, because you don't want people betting on your horse, because that means the odds are going to go down. You want to keep the odds
yeah,
up. See.
Man, this is like a.
It's a lot to think about. I know.
Man, there's
know,
a lot more
I
that
know.
goes into this.
That's
than
right.
you
That's
realize.
right.
On the other hand, though, you kind of so you have that, but then on the other hand, you kind of want to. I mean, you're before. I mean, everyone is talking about your horse, and you want like to have a good name. I mean,
Right.
urine test. You know, don't give your horse urine test. You know, I don't know what people might look at you a little. You know.
Well, I don't think the Jockey Club would probably approve that name, but just saying,
Yeah, I think that's probably been presented and probably shot down before.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I
probably.
can only imagine some of the names.
Yes.
Oh.
So the Jockey Club, let's talk about that. So the Jockey Club, that's how you name your horse. You go to them and you present the name, and they have to make sure that there's no other horses that have been named that, or if it's the name out of commission, I don't know exactly the details of it, but you can't name your horse anything terribly inappropriate, because the Jockey Club has to approve your name and your silks and all that kind of stuff. So
It's got to be family friendly.
it has to be family friendly, and so yeah, you can't.
G, not PG-13.
Right,
or R.
right. It has to be tasteful.
There you go.
The name has to be tasteful.
Not ferocious.
Not ferocious. Not ferocious.
Uh-huh.
I'm surprised there's not been a horse named that before.
Yeah.
Ferocious. But
Right.
But there is now.
I just think it's funny. Last year was fierceness, and this year's ferocious.
Ferocious. Yeah, like that.
What do you mean they're F next year? Come on, everybody.
Yeah.
Right.
Love that. Mindy, time is going by, so we're running close on time. We got to
Okay.
get out of here, but thanks for coming in and giving us all the scoop on the.
Yeah, I feel like I got a new education over here a little
See?
bit. Although the only thing really that came out of this was I just need to contact Mindy anytime I want to bet on a horse.
That's right.
exactly
That's
right.
right.
Yeah.
Or I'm
That's
sorry,
right.
I'm sorry, excuse me, Queen MG.
I need a Queen
yeah.
MG.
Queen
Yeah,
MG.
she will not
Sorry.
respond to anything but Queen MG. Okay, I'm telling you.
That's right.
From
Yeah.
henceforth.
Yeah, I'm actually changing.
I
in my phone,
think
I'm
I'm
changing
going to,
your name to Queen MG.
Hey,
Queen
we,
MG.
Hey, we are.
Yeah.
I'm a Dr. Black's Eye Associates. What are you, client? So I'll just every time I walk in, I'm in here to see Queen MG. They're gonna be like, who? Queen MG. And if you
Queen
don't know who she
MG.
is, you are fired.
Yeah,
That's
that's
right, Queen MG. Oh my gosh,
Oh,
yeah.
all of them would love that.
Yeah.
Call you that.
Yeah. It's like, again, this shining moment. I'm having a moment,
I'm
for sure,
telling you,
with
and
this horse.
Yeah, you take that moment in.
With this
you know what I
girl.
mean? There you go.
I'm all in.
I love that. Well, good luck.
Okay. Right.
I know, it's not, yeah. I gotta be objective, and I don't think I could be objective.
No, you're stuck where you are.
I'm stuck where I am,
That's
yeah.
right. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
You're committed.
you already know I've already given you my Oaks pick.
There we
If
go.
she makes it in the gate, that's
There
my
we
pick
go.
right there.
I think we're all going that way. I feel like
I think I'm convinced. I'm not even MG.
I don't want to know anybody else. Don't name anybody else but her. Yeah,
Oh,
that's right.
my
All right,
gosh.
let's thank our sponsors.
All right, yes, let's thank Meadowview Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Hoosier Uplands, Americans for Prosperity, Mama Rose's, Wslm Purlee Wealth Management, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Dr. Mindy Gunn, and McAllister Land Consulting.
All right, everyone, let's have the best Monday ever, all right?
Happy Monday!
Happy Monday!
Thank you.
If it's the first Tuesday of the month, then you know it's Customer Appreciation Day at our local Salem, Indiana Papa John's Pizza. Get a hand-tossed or a thin-crust large 2-topping pizza for only $6.99 the first Tuesday of every month. Use promo code CAD2022 when ordering online at papajohns.com. Or order 2 and get it delivered. Call 812-883-3369 or stop by the corner of Main and Hackleberry Streets for your hot, fresh pizza today. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
Give Du Bois County Tire a call. Big or small, they service all. They have the name brand tires, you know, to keep you cruising on down the road. They got tires for driving mean. They even got them for your farm machine. You can call them day or night. Du Bois County Tire does it right. Big or small, we service all. Du Bois County Tire.
Now through September 2nd, buy 4 eligible Bridgestone tires and get $70 back by mail on a Bridgestone Visa prepaid card. Get up to $140 when you use your CFNA credit card. Bridgestone, solutions for your journey. Available.
Sure, they point out the obvious, but shouldn't someone? Rick and Bubba.
Here we go, 6 minutes past the hour. Speedy on vacation this week. The rest of the gang here. Greg, Helmsy, Adler. And welcome back, Bill Bubba Bussey.
Very glad to be here. Thank all of you for joining us. It is the little party we call Rick and Bubba.
Or as we call him now, the voice of the Gamecocks.
No, not to that title. That title is already spoken for.
Yes, it is. Wasn't ready for that. It is interesting, and I think it makes me realize on the show, we're here for every second of every show. When when the show's going, so we assume that things we talk about, because we talked about them and explained them, sometimes even over 2 to 3 segments, and we think, well, that's as clear as it can be.
Right.
And then you go out and you realize, or you start watching the text and you read your emails, that lots of people never hear it.
Yeah.
And then they start saying things like, well, what about this? And you're like, well, we've already talked about that. We've explained that in great detail. How did you come up with that? Well, somebody said. So we do our best to get y'all the info we can. But
somebody said.
When all else fails, as I said a few weeks ago, just email us if you need clarification, and we'll clarify anything that you might. Well, don't just go off and start saying things or put stuff on social media. Just ask, and we'll try to clarify.
So will you and Eli be in the booth together against Coastal Carolina? I'll probably be there holding the cords.
We're not helping with this. So now we talked about Trump. Now we got J.D. Vance. It's quite a little 1-2 punch out there. If you want
I'm holding out for Tennessee.
You're right. If you want people to speak frankly, we got to.
Yeah.
That'll do it. And so here is Dana Bash. That name's interesting considering what she's trying to do here. From CNN. And J.D. Vance he's just basically saying the questions you're asking me have nothing to do with us getting this country fixed. So here's him taking on her. Here we go.
You've now asked me 3 questions about comments that I made 3 years ago. I wonder what Kamala Harris thinks about the fact that she supported policies that opened the American southern border. I wonder what Kamala Harris thinks about the fact that she lied to the American people about Joe Biden's mental facility for the office. You are interviewing me, Dana, because I respect the American people enough to sit down for an interview.
I appreciate that.
Kamala Harris has been the nominee for 3 weeks. She hasn't sat down for a real interview.
Believe me, we are asking. You're not going to get a disagreement there.
But the point is, Dana, you've got me for 15 minutes or however long you have me. We should be talking about public policies that matter. How are we going to lower inflation? How are we going to reduce the cost of food and housing? How are we going to close down that southern border? We've talked so little about that. We've talked a lot more about a sarcastic remark I made 3 years ago. I think we should talk about the issues that most Americans care about.
Well, and let me tell you why she's asking you about a sarcastic comment you made 3 years ago.
What was the comment?
I don't know.
The childless cat lady thing.
Oh, the childless cat lady thing. Okay. Well, you know why? Because our stupid country, as we run ourselves into the ground nose first, we have gotten to the point where it seems that we're more concerned on whether somebody's mean or not, on whether we're going to last as a nation.
Yeah.
And that's what he said.
That's pretty mean.
He said, you realize we got problems that we need to be talking about, and you've got me, the vice presidential candidate, and that's all you want to talk about is me saying something about cat ladies 3 years ago? Yeah. And the problems we've got, don't you want to know how we're going to solve the problem? I bet Americans would like to know, are groceries ever going down? Is this southern border thing seems dangerous? Are we ever going to resolve that? What's our standing? We're on the brink of World War III. And you're going to ask me, you think your big thing is you want Americans to know that I might have been mean. Said something that was mean. Who cares?
And to that point, the whole stolen valor thing, she tried to press him on that as well, and he again turns it to the importance of why we're even talking about it and what we should be talking about, if you guys want that clip as well. Okay.
And on the question of when he left the National Guard, he filed his election paperwork February 10th, 2005. That was a month before the National Guard even announced that it was possible that they would deploy to Iraq, and it ended up being 2 months. He retired 2 months before they actually got the paperwork.
But on CNN last night, Dana, one of the people who was actually in charge of him said they knew they were going to deploy to Iraq in February of 2004, fall of 2004. So he knew he was going to Iraq. He decided to quit, to retire, whatever word you want to use.
Retire.
Because he wanted to run for Congress. He lied about that. He said that when he decided to retire, he did not know that he was going to Iraq. That is another untruth, as even his senior military officer said. So again, I'm not criticizing the service, I'm criticizing the dishonesty. Dishonesty spoken in favor and for the purpose of political benefit. And I think that the most important thing here, Dana, is it goes to Kamala Harris's judgment. Tim Walz is ultimately going to be the vice president. Kamala Harris is in great health. I'm sure she's going to be president if she wins for 4 or maybe even 8 years. Why did Kamala Harris choose a person who has lied about their military service? I think that is a serious lapse in judgment.
Yeah, so that's the point that they're trying to make, but we just can't. We got real problems. Real problems. And I don't like anybody.
Corrected.
I don't like stolen valor. I really don't. But I promise you, that's the least thing I'm worried about with Tim Walz.
Yes,
I
was done with him before we ever got to that.
I'm worried about him being a Marxist. I'm worried about him thinking the government should be in your life and telling you what you can and can't do. I don't want a bunch of Marxist socialists to take over this country. The National Guard thing is the least of my concern. I don't like it, but that's not what I'm concerned about.
Him, but it ain't like you said. I didn't need that. I was already done.
His policies tell me all I need to know.
And I think the key to what you're saying is for Vance and Trump is to focus on the big issues.
Right.
Don't get in the weeds.
I agree.
They lose when they get in the weeds, even if they're right. They lose with that 7-8% in the middle.
Right.
And they need to talk about those first two issues and stay out of that. And especially for Trump, sometimes it's hard to do.
I tell you what's interesting is watching Kamala Harris now steal some of the platform of the Republicans. Now she's saying that she's not going to tax people on tips.
Yeah, let's look at the clip.
That was
Me too.
That was the one that comes right from Trump. It's a video too, Adler. So here we go.
Here's Trump on June 9th, and then we're going to hear from Kamala on August 10th.
All right.
Because when I get to office, we are going to not charge taxes on tips, people making tips.
And eliminate taxes on tips for service and hospitality workers.
That's that commercial.
Why'd you come up with that?
That's that commercial again. But I did my arm like this. Yeah, but I did my arm like this. Or what is he doing? That's what I just said. Yeah, but I did my arm.
Yeah, but I was doing arm. So we all agree that there shouldn't be tax on tips. Okay.
Good.
Let's do that.
That sounds bipartisan.
We got an agreement on that. Next.
Miracle. Kamala is giving the same speech word for word.
Yeah, have you seen this?
At all rallies.
She's not used to being on the campaign trail, speaking different things. She's got her a little something worked up, and she just goes with it on every location.
Yeah. So here's the montage of that.
Oh, it is good to be back in Pennsylvania. It really is good to be back in Wisconsin. It is so good to be back in Michigan. I am clear. The path to the White House runs right through this state. And listen, I am clear. The path to the White House runs right through this state. I took on perpetrators of all kinds. I took on perpetrators of all kinds. I took on perpetrators of all kinds. I know Donald Trump's type. I know Donald Trump's type. In this campaign, I proudly put my record against his any day of the week.
Careful on
this
that
campaign, I'll tell you, I will proudly put my record against his any day of the week.
Really?
Are you ready to make your voices heard? Ready to make your voices heard? Are you ready to make your voices heard? When we fight, we win!
What a joke. They do know they're being videotaped everywhere they go, right?
Oh, my goodness. And the last one, we'll go to break. Kamala Harris talking about that she's for the working man, the working woman, while wearing a $60,000 Tiffany necklace. Here we go.
Unlike Donald Trump, I will always put the middle class and working families first.
You always have, Democrats. Oh, you always have. Of course, we'd like to be able to buy groceries.
Because you see, Coach Walls and I know the middle class built the United States of America.